Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Jamie Dawn, your revolutionary astrologer, and I thought I would bring a little check-in for you. Yes, we have a lot of things going on in my celestial wisdom from last week. I mentioned we've got Jupiter, Mercury moving into Cancer. We've got a full moon in Sagittarius. The one thing I failed to mention, which is happening on Friday, is we have Venus moving into her home sign of Taurus. And so she's going to transit through the sign of Taurus for a couple weeks. We're going to feel a little more sensual, a little more involved with our give and take and how we give and receive love, our love languages. We're going to really want to express them in very sensual, pleasurable ways with Venus and Taurus. And so pay attention to how we're also going to be looking for security and wanting to feel as though we've got what we need in order to feel loved, we want to make sure that our loved ones see how much we love them. So there should be some really sweet connections and expressions of love while Venus is moving through Taurus. And what I will also say is that the expressions of love will most likely be in a more physical way. So gift giving, doing acts of service, back rubs, things like that. Maybe there's just beautifying the space to say, hey, I just love you so much. I just wanted you to come home to a very fresh, clean kind of place. Or I bought this new item that's going to be, it just brings me great joy. And does it make you feel as sensual and inviting as I want you to feel and that sort of thing? So do pay attention to that. But what I thought would serve us for this particular celestial wisdom is to talk about energy as it's building and what we can start really expecting. We're already feeling it. Some of you who are high sensitives, tuning into the collective energy, all of that, you're already experiencing some of this. But over the next 6 months to a year, we are getting little droplets, little taste, but it's going to become even more poignant starting in July. And I say that because the energy is building with Uranus moving into Gemini. And what I'm pointing to is how our thoughts become our worlds even more powerfully, even faster, even more suddenly than we expected. And so, information, yes, is king. Information is power, as they say. Our thoughts are informing an interpretation of our reality. And so we're going to find that what we focus on, where we put our attention, our intuitive hits, the places in which we allow our thoughts to continue to generate, continue to perpetuate the narrative, the story, we start to see it manifest even faster than we have in the past. This goes back to the I will see it and believe it. I will believe it and see it. They run in tandem. I point this out because it's going to be very important not to be afraid of our thoughts because our thoughts are like Mother Nature. They're going to move and flow just like our emotions, and thoughts and emotions run together, right? And so our mind is meant to think. So I'm not saying we turn off our thoughts, but what we are going to be paying attention to is how we're training our mind and what our thoughts are informing us and where we place our attention. Can we hold it there? Can we stay there? And then what's that interpretation of what we're perceiving, right? And so there's this change and shift in reality that is here, that is coming. And what I will offer is that this is where intentions are so important. If our intention is to ease suffering, our intention is to do no harm, our intention is to be of benefit. So let's just say we want more resources. I'm going to say that because Venus is moving into Taurus, right? It's about our resources, our physical comforts, the things we need physically around us to make us feel safe and secure. So if we're looking at, hey, I need to amass more wealth, or I need to buy this big thing, or I need more expressions of love and that sort of thing to feel safe or to feel good. Why do I need it? How can I have more so that I can be of benefit? That's what we're going to be paying attention to. And it's going to be super important because systems are breaking down. Old systems that are not working are finally starting to decompose and then need to be reconstructed. And part of those systems that is, I feel has occurred is that these systems or processes were built on a shaky foundation. This was when Jupiter was in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, all of that, is that we were really looking at the systems and processes, Saturn in Capricorn, of the foundations. Where were the cracks in the structures? What were they actually built upon? What was the intention of this system to be expanded upon, right? And so we've been deconstructing those or reinforcing the cracks, right? Reinforcing the foundation, shoring up the cracks. And now we're looking at systems, the processes. Do they still serve? And if they don't, then we have to redo them. We have to rethink them, right? Now, I'm going to point to Pluto being in Aquarius. And remember, Pluto's the planet that says transform or die. So here we are. And I say that tongue in cheek because it's a surrendering process, because Pluto brings in all these outside forces and situations into our lives that we have no control over. That's what the surrender part is. It's like, oh, here comes this person saying, I no longer want to be your friend. Or here comes this accident that happens and now I have bills that I didn't expect, right? Or what, I'm having this existential crisis and I don't know what to believe anymore because the veil has been parted and everything I believe now or once believed is a lie. So now I don't have a foundation to anchor to, right? These are the kind of things that we're working through. Now, where I'm going with this, these next 6 to 12 months is we are learning how to take our power back. Neptune, Saturn, and Aries, how to take our power back, how to individuate while still collaborating, while still going and tapping into community. And this isn't community as in, finding the next group to belong to. This is in being in community with all things. I keep talking about we're in relationship to something all the time. And what we're working with in these systems is changing our relationship to things, to people, to ideas, right? What is our relationship with money? What's our relationship with food? What's our relationship with our bodies? What's our relationship with our minds? Yeah. And so all of this is coming into being because progress is happening. We're not going to stop it, right? Perfection is the barrier to progress. We're moving. Things are shaking. We're not going to get away from things like AI and information flowing in and robotics and science and technology ramping up to find ways to make our lives faster, easier, more efficient, automated, all that sort of thing. At the same time, we're still human. And so we want to come back to that human aspect. And what the invitation is in partnering with technology and science is to be able to be the anchor point in which technology and science can build new systems. So we come back to our true nature. We come back to the ability to create with our minds, right? We take an idea and we put it into form. Now we partner with technology and science to allow that form to be of benefit, to allow that form to reshape itself in a way that serves the greater good. Serves our food systems. It serves maybe driving prices down when it comes to food, gas, our basic needs, that sort of thing. Contributes to sustainability of Mother Nature, sustainability of life, that sort of thing. So those are the kind of things that are coming into play, and we're already tuning into it. Many of us are, but if you're not, use this video as an opportunity to really sit and listen to what is it that I focus the most on? What is it that I want to manifest? How do I want to manifest it? And most importantly, why? And will it be of benefit? All right, you guys, I hope this video helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me, jamiedawn.com, when to listen. I look forward to connecting with you. Let me know how it's going. All right, you guys, have a great week.